Press a fader strip select key to access the processing for that channel. The super strip provides familiar one function per knob control. In keys let you switch the processing block in or out. This is similar to inserting an analog outboard device. The touchscreen displays the parameter values and provides additional related controls whilst in the processing screen. Touch the top part to open the tabs for the available processing blocks. Touch a parameter on the screen to adjust its value with the screen rotary. In the Preamp tab, press the function key to open the source select screen. Touch the buttons to highlight the channels you wish to change, then select one of 4 sources from the list. Select Local to use the mic line sockets on the mixer, Desnake to use remote audio racks or stage boxes, or USB for playback from either USB hard drive or a computer. Depending on the global USB source selection, the gain knob will turn red for local sources, dark blue for Q drive, light blue for USB streaming, and yellow for Desnake. The USB key in the superstrip switches between the current preamp source for the channel and either Q drive or USB streaming. 48V turns on phantom power for the connected microphone or DI box. Touch and hold for 1 second to toggle, and make sure the channel is muted to prevent audio thumps. Turn up gain so that the average loud signal reads into the yellow of the meter. Turn down if any red peak light flashes. The polarity of the signal can be reversed if required, for example when working with 2 microphones on a snare drum. Insert switches and internal effects in or out if one has been patched into the channel. Delay up to 85 milliseconds can be added to each input channel. This can be useful in time aligning the sound from the PA to the acoustic sound from an instrument on stage. Linking lets you gang the preamp processing and routing of an odd, even mono-channel pair for stereo operation, with pan becoming a width control. Some parameters can be removed from the link before applying it or at a later time. The noise gate can be switched in to dynamically turn off the audio when it drops below a certain level. For example, to reduce resonant decay on a floor tom. To start with, set depth to a typical setting, for example 20 dB. Sound check the instrument and reduce threshold to shut off as much as you want. The GR LED lights up and the red screen meter shows the amount of gain reduction. Experiment with hold, attack and release time to achieve a smooth operation without a pumping effect. The high-pass filter is used to reduce unwanted low-frequency sounds such as a vocal pop-in or wind noise. Use the panel rotary or screen rotary to sweep the cut-off frequency until you have reduced the unwanted sound. The parametric equalizer allows tonal adjustment of the channel sound. Each of the 4 bands available provide 3 parameters that can be adjusted. The center point frequency you want to boost or cut, the amount of gain or reduction, and the width of the bell, which can be varied from a very wide 1.5 octaves to a very narrow 1/9 of an octave. Setting LF or HF to its widest position changes the band response to shelving. Experiment with the controls to hear their effect and toggle the PEQ in or out to compare the sound. The compressor is a powerful tool for controlling the dynamics of the sound, for example to smooth out a bass guitar. It works by reducing the amount of gain when the signal increases above a certain threshold. At its extreme setting it can be used as a limiter to prevent the signal exceeding a maximum level. Whilst listening to a signal, adjust threshold to set the point at which compression starts. Set ratio for how much compression you want, from none 1:1 to full limiting. Toggle the compressor in and out and turn up the gain so that the average volume is similar. Adjust the attack and release, for example, to achieve a punchy dynamic sound or to smooth out the response. 2 knee settings are available. Soft knee means that compression ratios increase gradually from 1:1 to the set ratio as the signal approaches the threshold. 4 compressor types are available using the drop-down menu. 2 manual types allow user control of attack and release. 2 auto types provide automatic control of the compressor dynamics. Mix master processing is similar to input channel processing. However, delay up to 170 milliseconds can be added here, typically to time align fill loudspeakers to the main PA. A graphic equalizer is provided on all outputs on top of the 4-band parametric. This allows tonal adjustment of the overall mix sound. It splits the signal into 28 standard 1/3 octave bands, allowing 12 dB cut or boost. Touch a slider to highlight it and use the screen rotary to cut or boost its frequency, or press the GEQ fader flip key to view and adjust the GEQ on the faders. The frequencies are shown on the screen and marked on the panel above the faders. The fader strip select key returns the slider to 0 dB. Press GEQ fader flip again to change range or return to normal mix mode.